but we're live.
We are live.
We're gonna have to look back at that. We're gonna have to look back and see how this goes. But we got Basil today. Sorry, go ahead, Kyle. I'll pull this up.
Well, anyways, yeah, we're live, and we're going to play a little clip from Sam's other podcast, which is incredibly less significant than this podcast, and maybe my podcast too. But we'll definitely say way worse than this one.
I'm glad I've upgraded.
And then, well, thank you, Basil. Yeah, I'm glad we're glad to have you here, friend. But you know what?
You brought some
you can
culture
tell
to his show,
right? Well, you know how Sam's podcast sucks. Is he's liking his own videos, and he says he does this with his own tweets too. Like the true sign of a loser is somebody who has to give themselves a back pat for everything they say.
Dude, look,
like I said it. Of course, I agree with it. I don't have to like my own stuff.
Damn, this nigga's. Okay. Oh, sorry. Damn, this person's spitting. I meant to say, damn, this person is spitting. Let me like my own tweet. Not even 1 minute in. I'm sorry, guys. Like,
I will continue to like my own tweets.
Yeah, we do it.
I am not embarrassed. I like my own tweets, and I will like them, and I will like my own videos.
Okay, well, you know what? But before we play this, do you how do your guns feel? Like, do you get a lot of work in your arms?
What?
Like as a Marine?
What?
Do you get like a lot of?
Want to make it?
Do you get like a lot of work for your arms?
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, man. Are you speaking English?
His mind was like buffering.
Okay, so bad.
Like, do your arms and back ever get like sore? Do they ever hurt?
Yeah, obviously.
He's talking to you.
Where are you going?
Well, do you ever get tired of patting yourself on the back all fucking day?
No, never. I deserve it, dude. I deserve it. That's what you don't understand. See, this is the poor white mentality that I was talking about yesterday, Kyle. You have it. Adam has it.
Oh my
God. Typo and Luke have it a little bit. I'm here.
Listen,
I hate to see white men squabbling. It breaks my heart. Brothers, no more brother wars. I thought.
So listen, it's about 70 degrees here in Pennsylvania, and my brother has this growing obsession with mopeds. So I was riding around in shorts and a tank top today. It's 70 degrees out, and I was riding around my town on a moped. It was beautiful.
Yep, that's a nice. Look. It's a poor white activity, but it sounds wonderful, frankly.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So
that's Americana.
This is Basil on my show, Illegitimate Scholar, last week or earlier this week. So we're gonna play this. White man's strongest soldier.
I am white men's strongest soldier.
What the fuck?
I will say with my whole chest what we all know to be true, but they cannot say. I despair for my white friends, my normal white friends. They're afraid. They self-censor. They shrink themselves. It's like the intro to that Beyonce song with that black anthropologist lady who's like, "We teach women to shrink."
Hold on, Sam. Do you know
we really teach normal straight white men to shrink themselves and not be able to say these things, and that's why it's like, baby, put it on.
I don't know why it keeps pausing. I'm not doing that. Someone on my computer right now.
I feel so sorry for anyone who ever has to listen to my voice. Honestly, it is like,
no, dude, it's great.
People have the patience of a saying, I'm like, oh God, get that bleep off the fucking screen. Like, oh, sorry.
So wait, do you know who that black anthropologist is who Basil's talking about? Because listen, I didn't know black people were much else other than like basketball players.
Jesus, come on, man! Look,
Christ.
There's diversity hire.
She retired from the DMV.
I try not to laugh.
She retired
the DMV.
She got back from her break.
That was lit. DMV humans, that's lit. That's fucking great.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, some black anthropologist lady who's like in the beginning of Beyonce song was like, "We teach girls to shrink themselves, to not ask for more." And it's like, literally, that's what you keep doing to all my normal white male friends. Like, you ask them to like shut up and just eat shit constantly. Like, but they live in.
So are we doing the same? Are we doing the same thing that Sam does on a daily basis? Did we bring him on here to pat us on the back and make us feel good and hype us up? Like, is that what we're doing right now?
That's literally all I know how to do, King. That's literally all I know how to do.
Yeah, so this is
wild.
I'm not used to this, guys. I'm excited. I am not used to this.
See, like us white guys are so used to kind of like busting each other's balls. So whenever there's a dude that's like, hey, you know what? You're not too bad. We're like, this guy's pretty cool.
It's like we need men like you. Honestly, we need men like. Thank you so much. Actually, I have the woman that I live with is actually bringing me dinner, so it's actually very nice.
Dude,
thank you.
Wow.
Dude,
I'm like a real Twitch streamer. Like, I'd be like, "Thank you for dinner." Like, ooh, duckies. Like,
my so the woman I live with, my wife had took my moped over to her work. She only works a couple minutes away, and she let one of her friends ride it, and he got the throttle cable fucking stuck. So that's how the woman I live with does, and she occasionally brings me whiskey if I ask. But
see, that's the thing. Like, that's your wife. Like, and you're presumably intimate with your wife. These are just like my best friends. So it's like I don't even get like I'll make up for it with like be like, all right, I got dinner tonight. Like that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But like, no, this is not the arrangement that I need to be living in.
Yeah.
You're just getting fed.
They're keeping me fat.
I mean, those are good friends though, regardless.
No, they're the best. I love them. I couldn't live with any other women. Are you kidding me? I can't stand them.
Well, like some of my best performing tweets are usually my ones calling women fat cunts. Like I think the one I had said, somebody said like watching porn is immoral or something like that. Like, look, we could leave that out of there, but like women who complain about porn and they're not fucking the living shit out of their husbands, you have no room to complain when your dude's finding, sexual intimacy another way. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm saying that's what guys will do because guys are going to find a way.
Calling women fat cows is literally how Trump became president. When he called Rosie O'Donnell on that stage a fat cow, it's like there's something powerful to that, It's like I'm so because the thing is on Twitter, it's like it's always like constant like men hating women and women hating men, like endless gender war shit. But the difference is it's like when the women hate on the men, that is the exact same message you get from every school, every TV program, every movie, every institution. It's like white men are bad, right? When my racist right-wing friends are like, "Shut up, bitch!" Like, that's sure. It's like it's not nice, but it's like it's not the exact same narrative of like the powers that be. So they're not morally equivalent.
Dude, the logic that you're using right now is like straight up critical race theory logic, which is fine,
but opposite.
Logic,
you gotta weaponize. You gotta dismantle the master's house with the master's tools. Like, let me be your fascist bell hooks.
But I just want everyone to understand that Basil is saying right now that white men are actually the most oppressed class. That's what he's saying.
Because I agree with you.
Is anyone going to deny it? Is anyone in this room going to deny it? Do I have to have struggle session here and now?
Who do you think pays the most amount of Who do you think pays the most taxes in America? Do you think it's, black guys, or do you think it's white guys? And once again, not to say anything of their abilities or anything like that, but I mean, once again, white guys are the brunt of the tax base and therefore get stolen from the most, and are, probably signed up for the military disproportionately compared to other races. So,
I'm sure capable white men like yourself have heard of the upcoming competency crisis. There's a reason why that's looming.
I'm bringing the average down, just in case we're wondering.
It's not because
it's my fault.
No, you guys keep the water running and the electricity on. So what can I say?
Well, I keep the vehicles running that people go to fix that, and then Luke just makes sure their buildings don't burn down. And
doesn't catch on fire. Yeah.
And then Typo kind of just makes sure the welds and everything look nice, and then if they look bad enough, he takes a grinder to it.
I just send emails
and then
and be racist online. So that's more useful than whatever I do.
Sam's a waste of space and is socialist, so there's that.
Sam brought you on to show you how liberal and cool in New England he is. Just he's like, look at my brown gay friend. We're like, we get it, Sam. You're a faggot. We got it.
We brought our diversity hire on for the podcast.
We got it, Sam. You're so liberal and cool. Wow, you're so fucking.
And the one that he picks is the one that's like, send them all back. You know, so it's like, honestly, I'm happy to do it.
Actually, if we could start a petition to replace you with Sam, that'd be fucking.
Yes,
they are taking your jobs. The Browns are taking your jobs.
We're actually voting for it though, so it's
yeah,
right?
that's true.
Like,
and also, we don't mind you replacing a gay white man. So
yeah, I mean, if we got to pick one queer, then I'd rather have the brown queer than the white queer here.
Exactly.
I could say the slurs he could only dream of.
Exactly. And we'll conquer you if we.
I do call Adam a dago a lot, though.
No one. First of all, Italian's white as fuck. No one cares about that.
Yeah. Also, shut up, dago, you goddamn guinea.
There's no Italian hate here. I'm trans Italian X. I was born and raised in North Jersey.
You're a good man. I'm a native Staten Islander, so we have a lot.
Stat rat.
I don't like that. I don't like that. But that's fine.
I say it affectionately. Until I was in middle school, I thought all white people were Italian or Jewish. I didn't realize that there were other kinds of white people.
Like, no Irish.
And now I realize they're not even white.
They don't consider themselves white, that's for sure.
Like, Italian, no, we really
don't. Let me tell you,
you guys got to learn your Italian American history. We all came over in the 20s. We're like, if we want to be treated like they're other whites, we got to fucking get with it. We got to learn English. We got to fucking jump on the train. You know, and all these
in New York City, you could still get affirmative action for being Italian.
What?
Yeah, come back.
Where was this growing up?
Do like the thing that the Israelis do, where you go for pilgrim. What's it called? Like birthright. Come back to birthright to New York and get your affirmative action.
Damn it! I could have been getting fucking tax-free shit in New York. So I've been paying through my ass. Fuck.
If you get AIDS, they literally pay your rent. That's not even a joke.
Whoa.
That's not even a joke.
Damn,
I'll get AIDS just so my rent's paid.
So Sam, there's always.
Sam's like, I was just doing this shit for free, for the love of the game.
Yeah.
You know, I'll take some secondary benefit.
There's got to be some silver lining.
Wow, that's fucking crazy. I didn't know any of that.
Are you still in Jersey?
Yeah, I'm a North Jersey boy, born and raised. I don't think I'm ever gonna leave here. I couldn't imagine. I would freak out. I'm like one of those people who goes into the woods and has a fucking seizure.
That's just called the Pine Barrens. You'll be fine. Get out of
there. I'm like the opposite. I'm like, I need to get out of every city possible and live far deep in the woods.
Well, I'm a suburban supremacist. I'm a suburb supremacist. I like just being just outside the city. I can see the skyline. If I need to get into there, I can, but I'm not in like the gutter, you know?
Yeah, I'm with you, dude. Suburbs are awesome. Cities are trash.
Yeah, get out of the city.
Yeah, I'm good with being about an hour away from Pittsburgh, which is obviously where I'm from. It's kind of nice because it's like, hey, there's a bunch of nice restaurants and shit to do down there, but also I don't have to deal with all the bullshit that kind of comes with living in a city. And I've been to New York twice, and after that, I'm like, yeah, Pittsburgh's like Tel Aviv compared to fucking New York City.
Super gay and jabbed up. Before October 7th, if you told me anything about Israel, I'd be like, oh yeah, the ones that keep getting the jab every 3 weeks, right? And now it's like, oh, now it's this whole big like rigmarole.
This whole rigmarole, I love that.
I like how Kyle went to New York twice. He has like post-traumatic stress from it. I grew up there. I feel like Bane, dude. Like I was born in the darkness. I was molded by it. And Kyle's Batman. He's like, I don't even really want to be involved in that.
Yeah, well, you know, maybe in this situation, I might be the Jewish New Yorker here. I was not good or too good to be in New York.
Yeah. You're a Champagne New Yorker. That's like you like the idea of New York, but from like Pittsburgh. You're like, I like New York, but from
well, you know what? To be fair, I did. I was like, man, I would love to go to New York just to kind of like see it and say I've been there. And then after that, I'm like, yeah, I don't want to go back. Everything's expensive and it smells like shit here. Shit, piss, and anxiety. There's fucking hobos everywhere, boxes. Can't walk around a corner, scaffolding.
9/11, like New York was awesome pre 9/11, and then after 9/11 it sucked, and then after COVID it really sucked. Like it just got like everything makes it where every major incident makes it New York City gayer and gayer. No offense to the two on my left, which is Basil and Sam.
Who's gay? Who's gay? No, hey, listen, I don't know, Sam. Secret yourself. I'm not gay. I don't know about.
No, the Basil. That was just gay. I was just pivoting you to call Sam gay. I had nothing to do with you. That was just,
I don't know about the other guy. But
complete pivot to Sam getting called gay. That was using you as a crutch to get to Sam. Don't worry, that was nothing.
Feel free.
It was like a Connect 4.
Yeah. I'll just use you as an angle.
I would literally rather be gay than dumb like Adam.
Stop.
Wrong.
Wrong.
No,
Wait,
I'd rather be
Get out of
fucking
here.
dumb and
Well, we
jacked and
never-
gay and weak like you.
did we ever ask each other that question that was on Twitter? It was like, would you rather have a gay son or a hoe daughter?
Oh yeah, let's
Ooh.
go.
Yeah.
That's a great
Oh.
Gay
question.
son.
That's hard.
Gay son.
But gay son
Gay
though.
son.
Yeah.
I'd go gay son.
Gay son.
Gay son.
Because
It's
I can,
less
I,
about-
I'd go gay
can,
son
I can
too.
make my son realize that gay isn't real and that by 40, like, listen, do whatever the fuck you want, but by 40, I expect you to marry a woman, right? The thought daughter, listen, once you get that thought stink on you, for me, Afghan, no, it's too much. You're lucky I am not honored. My honor is too important, girl. You have to get out of my house, okay?
That would, son, when I open it, well, I'm going to shut out the light and close the door. When I open this door again, you better be straight.
Exactly. Listen, what you are doing at night when I'm going to sleep, I don't know. I don't think seeing anything, okay? You hit 37, you need to look for a wife, okay? That's how I'm...
This is like a reverse weird arranged marriage. It's like, listen, you can search for dick, but once 40 comes, you better be finding some vag, or
Literally,
otherwise we're gonna have
that's
a
my
problem.
life. That is just the life I'm currently living right now. I'm like, my cousin in Afghanistan is looking pretty cute right about now.
Why are we looking at the Bruins game, Sam?
I just
Who
wanted everyone to
cares?
know that the Bruins are beating the Leafs. Fuck the Leafs.
Who?
What?
I mean,
Who the fuck are we talking about? What is
Hockey
that?
is
The
so
Bruins and
in.
the...
Is
Oh,
that
it's
hockey is so in.
listen, I'm not gay, but I'm definitely I'm not gonna use a slur. I'm definitely a maggot, all right? So I don't know nothing about no sports too much. But I know hockey's motherfucking in, okay?
White
Like,
boys are back, dude.
Shit, dude.
seeing
Hockey
white
now
men
is in
fight
live
on the
sport, that's
ice
it.
and shit like that. First of all, you knew hockey was in with that whole like neck slicing thing shit that happened.
Yeah, that was
like,
dope.
Oh yeah.
That was
Fucking
nuts. That was
gutted that.
fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
gutted that dude like a fish.
Great
Sick,
job kicking
sick
through the throat.
shit.
That was sick.
Really sick shit. But then it's like, if that's like the kind of like energy it was coming in with, right? And then like this whole season, it's like we're seeing like fucking fights on the ice, like good old fashioned shit. I'm like, this is fucking what the people need to. This is Sydney Sweeney's tits. This is what the culture needs. You know,
Yeah.
people need to see white men on skates fighting each other and Sydney Sweeney's tits and like that type of shit. Like that's what
Facts.
2024 needs.
Yeah.
Tits and hockey, boys.
Yeah.
Actually, Kyle, you would probably enjoy a hockey game live. If you went to a hockey game live, you'd be like, I get it. Like, it's actually.
Well, okay. Well, you know what? Okay, so I'll probably have
And
to
we can
take
drink.
my wife to one because I know she's gonna want to go.
I mean, you
Yeah,
live right.
listen, if I
Go to a fucking Penguins game, dude. Like,
dude, they are insane. Like there are
Sidney
fucking
Crosby.
people everywhere. But yeah, well, yeah, that's the thing. Like, I know everybody fucking loves the Penguins.
I mean, you're right there. No, hockey is like, even if you're not like a sports guy, like the environment, it is
It's
the
just
best.
a
Fellow
fun
sports
atmosphere.
people will agree with me that hockey is the best live sport to go to. Not even close. Like,
Yeah.
fuck football.
Yeah.
Like,
Even
fuck
hockey
everything else.
are like the most watchable of all sports. It's like this is intense.
Mm.
This is virile. This is like real shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's sick.
Yeah.
Well,
And you got
especially if you
some-
see a fight in person, dude. Woof.
Mm.
you
Like
got some
gladiator shit.
motherfuckers out
And they
there.
slam into the
You got
into
some
the
motherfuckers
thing,
out
whatever.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see a
Yeah,
fight in person
they're
at a hockey rink, it's like I go back to my Roman heritage of like be like, kill him! Kill him! Like, you're
You start putting the thumb
yeah,
up,
you
you're
start
like,
doing this shit, yeah. You're like, "Ah."
use your ice
So-
skate, slit his
The
neck.
theatrics.
break your stick
That's
in
what
half
we're
and
doing
stab
now.
him in his throat. You know, it's like fucking great.
And it's
Hockey's-
okay. Everybody else is yelling the same thing, so it's
Yeah,
all good.
it's fine. It's normal.
Yeah.
In fact, if you're not, you're the
we're,
weird
we're
one.
all we're all psychopaths here. It's fine, man. Kill
Yes,
'em.
absolutely.
And hockey
Adam-
is great 'cause it holds grudges for years. Like I'm a
Yes.
Rangers fan, so
Especially
like in the
teams.
'70s, this
like
Islanders
Hatfields and
player
McCoys.
called Potvin, he like broke
Mm-hmm.
a Rangers player's leg, and to this day, 5 times a game, even if they're playing the Coyotes, there'll be a champion like da 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 not not not. Potvin sucks. It's been 40 years. And they still chant that
On site.
every
When you're a
game.
real one like that, it's on site till my grandkids die. Like,
It's
you know what I'm saying?
tradition. It's tradition.
Yeah.
Like that's the
Best.
thing. It's like we care about tradition. Like that's a sport that actually does it right.
Also,
Hockey
like I see, like I said, like I'm not really, I'm a maggot, so I don't really know any of this. But it's like I'm pretty sure the Devils, whenever like they score, they're like, "Hey, you suck" or some shit like that. I'm like, that is so fucking Jersey.
Sounds right.
I
Like,
fuck with that.
Hey, we fucking scored.
Like, hey, you suck.
That is a generic one that a lot of people do, but it is perfect for Jersey, and that's why they do it there.
Yeah, that was the joke, Sam. Wow, Sam, way to explain the joke.
God, get the
you fucking suck. I hate you.
Jesus. Okay, dude, the fucking theatrics they have at the beginning of these games now, especially the Golden Knights and the Kraken, the new ones, are insane. I just want to play a little bit of it.
That's pretty cool already.
Yeah.
I'm gonna skip around.
Sam's internet is garbage.
Is it? I don't think it's the internet. I think it's Welcome to round 2. They got a whole ass.
That's pretty cool. They have like a medieval knights thing going on there, dude.
Gladiator.
Okay, I'm
When
officially.
I went to the Kraken game,
taking the king's crown.
Oh, that's dope.
it's the Oilers.
Okay, dude, I'm a secondary Knights fan from here on out. I'm a Rangers fan first, Knights fan second. You got me.
Isn't this insane?
Are they battling? Are they
gonna
fight
fight?
right now?
I guess so.
Dude, if
Probably
they
a
just fall on
simulated.
hockey, if your internet wasn't trash, if they fall on hockey fall, that'd be sick. Pull his cape over his head and
That
start
would be
fucking
pretty
uppercutting him.
Slit his neck.
Ladies and
Come on,
gentlemen,
I
there
skate
has
to the
been a
throat.
freak accident on the ice. We are very sorry for the inconvenience.
This would get me psyched for a game, dude.
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh yeah.
And if we didn't win by 17, I'd be very disappointed. Like, but we did the whole thing before this. What do you mean?
Were you not paying attention during the thing?
Dude, come on. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
I don't not see him beat the shit out of the guy with the Oilers flag 5 minutes ago. How do you guys?
Motherfucking head of the game. Look what the fuck is this what we're doing it for?
Adam, you're the
Imagine
you're
being
the
the
fighter.
actor. I was gonna say, could you imagine being the actor that was like part of the home team and you obviously demolished the away team's guy and then your team gets slaughtered by 4? Like you're like, oh my god, what the fuck? I did all that just for us to look like shit.
Like, I did my part.
I'd go fight him.
You motherfuckers fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys dropped the ball. What's going on?
That's so funny.
I hyped up
Adam-
the whole fan base and you guys suck dick.
You're the fighter, Adam. How well do you think you'd be able to fight on skates?
Probably not good because I can't skate. So 0%.
I got some bitch made ankles too. I got some bitch made ankles. I fucked them up too many times.
I've never skated. I never even put on ice skates in my life, which is like insane.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's pretty crazy.
I'd be like, take these off and we'll see who could win this fight.
I skated like
I'm holding a chair as I try to fight the guy. It's like a new like try not to fall over as he just wrecks me.
The first time I ever ice skated was in Japan, so I'm
That's
cool.
cool. That is cool.
Every time
Yeah.
I ice skate, it's like years and years in between. So every time I do it, I look like a newborn baby, like retard, just like skate, like and it's like this is technically my 3rd or 4th time, but the last time I did it was like 7 years ago. So I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
I'm just waiting for
Yeah.
Sam to pop in here and be like, I took figure skating, ice skating lessons since I was 3. So
In
I'm
Dubai,
pretty good on ice
when my
skates,
dad was
actually.
stationed there.
I can't
Yeah,
skate.
in fucking
During my privileged liberal lifestyle, I actually flew around the world in private jets to go ice skating.
There's some guy named Jeffrey on the plane as well.
He had a cool island.
He said he'll take me to his
I went to
private
his
ice skating
island
rink.
afterwards.
I met the
Yeah.
president there. It was cool.
I love how in this scenario, Sam is like implied to be the one getting raped by the billionaire. And the elite.
I mean, look at him. Look at Sam.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah,
Look at the
Sam
private
was
bus.
attractive
I
one.
agree. Who could resist?
The most attractive one.
Sam,
No,
Yeah,
because you have fucking supple hips like a lady. So we just
yeah, I heard
Sir,
Sa-
your towel boy is here.
Bring up that picture of you in school and your basketball team. Bring
Yeah.
up your basketball team.
Oh,
yeah,
I
you
will,
were
okay.
a fuckable kid for a pedophile, dude.
Jesus. All right, I'll pull that up in a second.
Be careful.
Just
I
watch
wish
this.
someone would say that about me. No one ever says that about me.
I heard Sam
it.
played Cave Explorer with Jeffrey Epstein, except for there were no caves. If you catch my drift.
Team
Epstein
Epstein.
Riveting commentary.
He called it spurlunking with Jeffrey Epstein.
Spurlunking. Nice.
That was the name of his basketball team.
You Yeah, Basil. Basil.
Sam
Is it
looks
Basil
like-
or Basil? How do you go by it?
However you pronounce the herb. So I say it's a fake internet name, but I say Basil. But
Yeah, I say
like
Basil
I
also.
like when British people say Basil, but
Yeah, it's
Basil.
dumb. I hate the English, but I say Basil too. But Sam pulled up or he showed us a picture of him when he was. We were Jakarta. Where the fuck were you?
Yeah, Jakarta. I'm pulling it up.
And how are you not the tallest kid on the team? That's pathetic.
Dude,
Indonesians.
well, no, they were mostly Koreans. The guys next to me
Same.
are Koreans.
I stand
Even
by
worse.
that. Look at
No,
you. You're being
Indonesians
tied
are-
over by 4 other kids. You fucking midget.
And I
You're
think
being
that's
a
what
sweetbread.
North
Same
Korea discovered how to
glasses.
grow food.
Dude.
So it's like these are like stunted ones too. I think.
Sam totally looks like the kind of kid I would have put in a dumpster when I was like fucking 12 years old.
This looks like if someone like made like anime, like put it through AI to make it look like real people. Like these people all look like anime characters.
Yeah.
Is that racist?
Why does it? Why does
I mean,
it
who
look
cares,
like it's
you know?
from like
I love it saying something racist.
1986?
You're like, is that racist?
Why does
Yeah, it
this
does look
picture look
old
like
as
it's from
fuck.
1986? It doesn't
You're
look like it's from.
By the way, that kid has his
2006.
hand on your shoulder, so he's definitely that kid fucked you. But you're the
That-
fourth.
What do you mean that kid? That's the coach.
Oh, then he definitely fucked you. Okay.
Obviously,
You're
the
his
guys in
number
the
one.
white
You're his
shirts are
number
the
one.
coaches. They were like
Oh my
16.
gaijin, you are so beautiful with your hair like the sun. you were so beautiful.
Your hair is
that
straight like
racist?
young Chinese boy.
Yeah, bro, it's racist. It's fine, but it's racist.
Oh, you're so beautiful like the sun. Sun and steel.
I don't know
You
how
ever
you-
read a Mishima? Sorry.
I don't know how you had a mullet in 2006. Like, who let you get away with that?
It wasn't a mullet. It was just long hair.
Kid Rock and his
Mm.
consequences have been a disaster for the Republican Party.
That guy just loves Israel too.
No, it's funny because honestly, but the thing is, you have to take in context is he lives near Dearborn. So it's like you gotta realize, like, hey, listen, if you lived around these people that closely, I'd be a little bit of a Zionist too, you know? I'd be like, well, this motherfucker keeps parking on the wrong side, so here's to Tel Aviv from the river to the sea. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, that's how I feel about every race except for like Italians because I grew up with them. But like if I went to like a neighborhood of Irish, I'd be like, these fucking Irish gotta go. I would just get sick of it over time. Like anything else.
I feel the same way about the
Yeah.
Italians. That's how I feel about
I
the
get it.
Italians.
We're
I'm
loud and
like, fuck
obnoxious.
everybody but the Italians.
I get it though, you know. I understand that sentiment.
Jesus, Kyle.
That was Sam's cave explorer experience.
My
Dude,
God.
What?
Jesus.
Why? It's not like it's funny that you're bringing. Like it's funny that you're just saying that, but like Jesus, man.
Listen, if at any
We
point
don't give.
you need me to rail it in, please just call me a maggot and a cave monkey and a sand person, and just please put me in my
A
place.
Dune coon?
I'm here
Can
to.
you say that?
Oh, whoa! This guy knows about a little bit of R race play, a little bit of R fuck fascists. All right, I know this guy. I've talked to this guy before. But yeah, no, literally all that stuff. Listen, I'm here. I'm here for you guys. I'm here for.
That's
Oh my
wild. Sam's having a heart attack right now.
Yeah, Stan being like the fourth worst kid on his Jakarta basketball team is so funny to me.
For real.
Like I'm trash in basketball, but I would know I would dominate Jakarta kids for sure. Like just as an American,
what
I was
year?
like my American abilities would take over. I'd be like, I have to win.
But Asians love.
How
basketball.
old were you? How old were you
11.
when you moved there? When
Oh,
you moved
like
there,
10.
you were 11.
I lived there from 10 to 12.
How long? Okay, so I just don't understand how you're like fourth worst on your basketball team, but you actually grew up with black people playing basketball. Like I don't get that.
Yeah.
Like
Doesn't
No,
make sense.
I just didn't.
oh yeah,
Play.
white
I feel
privilege
like
life.
that's
My
bad
bad.
because like that's like the
White
worst.
privilege. There was
age
no
to
black
be-
people
Right.
at his
They
school.
didn't. They had to play to get out of their fucking situation. You were like, I'll go back home to daddy. Daddy will take care of me.
I went to 2 elementary schools. One was predominantly black. The other one was almost entirely white.
Yeah, and then that's
yeah.
why I went to 2 because as soon as you got to the first one, your dad was like, "We're getting out of here." He went to the second
No,
one
we
right
moved
away.
States, but like I wish. Good move. The second school was better.
This is all I can think about
because he was like the worst age to be a passport bro. It's like, no, you want to go to Southeast Asia when you're 27, 28. Not when you're 11. When you go when you're 11, you're the one getting trafficked. You need to
not a
go
fuckable 11-year-old. You fucked up.
Especially a little white kid with blonde hair. Like you were fucking.
Or like the thunder is too much.
That's all I could think about when they said he was dunking on that Sam sucked at basketball. Ball is life.
Out of Kanye West.
Yeah.
Yay 24, baby. Yay 24.
Love
yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. You know who the dream team is for president? Sean Strickland and Kanye West.
Yes.
Oh, dude, I love it.
Sean Strickland, VP, Kanye West, president.
Yeah. I would go door knocking.
Other way around.
I think
I'm not going
to. Would be president.
Typo doesn't think a black man should be president, so that's why he said it.
I'm not going to say what kind of doctor it was. He was Jewish.
Of all the black presidents we have, Kanye is a pretty good black president. You know, I mean, he's gonna say it's a Jewish doctor.
Yeah,
Kanye is unironically the funniest person in America right now.
He really is. He is so fucking funny.
And he's back, baby. Vultures, he's back. He never went away. And that's the craziest part. The only Kanye can be like, I'm gonna have a full-blown Nick Fuentes name the Jew type of moment, and then be like, and I'm gonna drop another album, and it's not gonna be that bad. I'm like, all right, you're back. You're back.
I look at Kanye, look at OJ Simpson. I'm like, if you could put out like 3 albums as good as like College Dropout, College Registration, and all that shit, or you could rush for 2,000 yards in the NFL, I might look the other way in some things. You know what I'm saying? You put out some
your value.
impressive content.
Bring it to the table. All right.
I'll start looking my way.
To the table, you can name whoever you want to name. All right.
Yeah. I mean, OJ rushed for 2,000 yards in like a fucking 12-game season. It's crazy, you know. And we're always talking about his murders. Who cares?
Michael Jackson had a lot of great songs. That's all I'm gonna say. All right.
He's the king of pop.
Rehabbing Michael. Listen, I'm gonna call this now. By the end of 2025, Michael Jackson will be fully rehabbed, and we're just gonna be like king of pop. Whatever happened, happened. Just like OJ, it's like, listen, you brought something to the table.
I don't think he did.
OJ's Twitter is fire. I am so happy that guy got on Twitter. It brought something back to the table. It's worth it. It's relevant. Yeah. I'm here for it.
Yeah, I like. Seen that clip of him getting interviewed back in the day, and the interview is like, it must have been his idea of a joke, and then she opens the door, and he's like doing the psycho.
Yeah.
OJ, you know what? OJ rules. He completely 180 on OJ.
OJ did nothing wrong. What he kill a woman and a waiter? Who cares? May have done what his son may have done. Listen, I don't know nothing about that. But OJ, I'm convinced did nothing wrong.
Fit,
you must acquit.
You must acquit.
Great legal team, great running back.
The only thing I'll hang around OJ's neck, is the motherfucking Kardashians. That's the only thing I'll be like, you gotta take the hell on that one. I don't even care about Nicole. Nicole's not my friend. Kim Kardashian, you gotta take that L.
Yeah, you're right.
But so does Kanye too. So it's like based black men are always falling for these Armenian whores, you know?
The Armenians, bro, they always get them. They fucked up Lamar's career. They fucked up Kanye's career. They fucked up. Oh, dude. The Kardashians, that's a dangerous black
They're like a pack of like caucus witches. It's so sick and twisted.
Who's worse for the black community, the Armenians or the Jews?
Literally.
It's not even close. It's the Jews. But the freaking Armenians are probably
like
number
Christian
2.
Afghans. They're like cave monkeys just like us. And I'm always like, everything that all the negative stereotypes that people have about like Jews are actually true about Armenians, except that Armenians don't have like Jews, however you feel about them, they're cultured and they produce a lot of movies and this and that and the other thing. They're like very sophisticated. Armenians have none of that. It's like everything that you say about the Jews is true about the Armenians, but with none of like the counterbalance of being like culturally important at all. And it's like
they didn't even make bagels or anything.
Yeah, exactly. They all
no hummus.
It's true. I don't know any Armenian food.
The Armenians probably hole out the bagels. They probably make them those half bagels that one fucking guy was talking about.
They were
stupid bagels.
The Armenians got to them.
Yo, the only famous the worst. The only famous Armenian that I know is Patrick Bet David, and that guy is a complete douchebag.
I thought he was Iranian.
He's Iranian.
I was gonna say the only
he's not
famous
Iranian.
Armenian is Robert Kardashian.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I think
And that's
think
the only
he's
reason
half
any of them are
Armenian.
You're fucking racist, Sam. You're fucking racist, bro.
Wow, look at
You
that.
suck.
The liberals
You're fucking
racist.
Sorry,
racist.
I'm so sorry. As white men's strongest soldier, that I have to say that it's over for you, Sam. They got you.
Wait, no.
They got you dead to rights. I'm the arbiter. That's the thing. Because I'm the person with a racial identity, I'm the arbiter of what's racist. So
Right.
it's over for you, buddy.
So
Dead to rights.
he's Iranian, but not Persian. He is a Assyrian ethnically, but he's half Assyrian, half Armenian.
Oh, so not Armenian. Got it.
Yeah, half Armenian. His mother is full
Assyrian.
No. His mother
Assyrian.
is 100% an Armenian person.
Shut up. It's
And
like
his
being
dad-
black. If you have one drop of blackness in you, you're black. You're not white.
Also,
Yeah.
Armenians are always lying about what they are. Armenians are I don't know what the fuck it
Yeah,
is.
I feel like they're racially ambiguous.
Some of them are like, "Oh, I'm Russian because we were part of the Russian Soviet Union," and then some of them are like, they're duplicitous people. I'm telling you, everything you say about the Jews, it's about the Armenians. I'm telling you, don't trust an Armenian. I trust a Jew before I trust an Armenian.
It can be true for both of them, though.
Oh,
Facts,
that's hilarious.
Thanks, Sam.
Um,
Riveting commentary.
I don't know.
I'm so glad that we got to race science. I would be so disappointed if we came on the show, we didn't get to a point where we're talking. Yeah, let's go. Speaking of race science,
So, Dune 2,
Dude,
is
wait,
I haven't seen
Zendaya
it
hot
yet.
or
Time out.
not?
Time out.
Not in this.
Has anybody watched Dune or has anybody read the books or anything like that?
I watched
no.
the first movie.
I
And
know the
yeah.
synopsis. I've watched hours of YouTube synopsis of Dune, so I feel like I
Okay,
read the book.
so-
Oh, hey, Basil, that's what I did for
Yeah.
Warhammer. I'm with you. I'm like, I'm
Yeah,
going to
you
watch
know,
the
it's like,
Warhammer
who
lore
reads?
because it looks cool, and then I'm like, I'm out. This is too
Yeah.
hard.
No, I don't
So,
read unless you're
well,
paying
I was
me.
just-
Like,
Well, I was just gonna say, there's like a whole undertone in Dune where it's like the main guy, the Prince of Atreides, like the main guy's Timothy Chalamet. He was bred through like
Right.
long periods of time of trying to get this certain genetic code. Doesn't Zendaya look like she was bred to be like a certain genetic, ambiguous male, female, like
Oh, yeah, dude.
well, that's
white
the thing. It's the
black
difference
girl.
between eugenics and dysgenics, right? The quits. Paul Atreides, Timothy Chalamet, right? You're like you said is
Yeah.
right. It's like he's the product of like. I think it's like centuries of like eugenics, right?
Yeah.
Of these women, these witch ass women called the Quitsack Hatteract or whatever, who are like, and this
Fucking
is what I was, literally the space Armenians, these fucking space Armenians. And this is sexletics. This is what I was talking about on Sam's podcast. This is sexletics. What they were doing was like putting people in the right places. Oh, you married this one. That one marries this one.
Yeah.
You're fucking this one. You're having an affair with this one. Oh, you're married to this one. But we know that your actual kid is actually this guy's. And we planned that because we need that bloodline and blah, 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 blah for centuries, right? So, sorry, I don't mean to, no spoilers, but it's like, also the book came out 40 years ago. But, but it's like, yeah, no, it's like these fucking space Armenians doing like this longhouse type of shit where they think that they run the world with their women are witches. Obviously, women are connected.
Obviously,
to
I've
the
been
moon.
saying that for fucking years.
They're connected to the moon, and obviously, like, because the thing is, like, what is
Spirit of
magic?
Lilith-ass
Magic
bitches,
is
dude.
like saying words and making things happen. And who does that? Women. Magic is sex magic. Who does that? Women. Men fight. Men whatever. Women whisper and women fuck, you know? So it's like that's like the whole like, oh yeah, like that Timothy Chalamet was bred to be like this like white, you know, all the brown hordes worshiping Timothy Chalamet to be their messiah. I'm like, woo! I'm like over here like but if you look at his mom is fucking gorgeous. Fucking, you know, aristocratic nose, all this shit. But then you look at Zendaya and it's like, what kind of mystery meat baloney Oscar Myers type of what's going on here? And it's dysgenic because there's no thought process to it. There's no
and the
rationality.
witches hate it.
It's just
And
brown.
the witches hate it.
Yeah, the witches hate it. It's just a bunch of brown humping in the heat.
In the heat. In some caves.
And the witches
Dude,
hate it.
They hate it. They hate the humping in the caves, man.
Yep.
They hate it.
Also, Timothy Chalamet, That's such a douchebaggy if he worked at 7-Eleven, like, my name's Timothy Chalamet, be like, shut up, bitch. I'm not calling you that.
Dude. I don't know.
It's so weird. It's
I get so lit about French shit. I don't know why. It's just like in my programming. But they say, oh, it's Chalamet. And I'm like, you're a fucking bitch. I hate you.
Yeah,
like,
I hate it. It's just like what we talked about last week. Go ahead.
I want to punch him.
I was gonna say, it's like we talked about last week when like Europeans have an opinion about America, and you're like, oh, I just have an inherent anger in my chest when that happens. It's like the same thing. It's like is a French person talking to me right now? Like, who the fuck asked you?
Oh, yeah, you absolutely motherfucking should. We're American. I'm sorry, we won World War II. So, if you will allow me to include myself in the we of World War II. We won World War II, bitch. You are a vassal.
You grew up in New York. You're good.
Yeah, it's like you are a fucking vassal of the American Empire. It's like that's why it's like you sometimes see on like the internet and shit. Like you see like British people, Malaysian people, Australian people talking about American politics and be like, fuck you, you're Australian. Why are you talking about you know why? Because they are our bitch. They are provinces of the American Empire. If they have grievances, they got to take their grievances up with Washington, D.C. because they're just going to get it 10 years later. So I don't even behoove them. I'm like, you know what? It is what it is, Frenchie. You're the bitch. Like, it's like... And Timothy Chalamet fucking speaks like fucking high school French in these fucking interviews. Have you ever seen this shit?
I know, yeah.
And I'm like, bitch, I took French in high school too. I speak the same. And he's like, no, I'm Timothy Chalamet. And I'm like, fuck you.
Oh, I want to punch him in his throat.
French
fuck this twink.
Their general culture.
Fuck this twink. Sir, your towel boy is here. His thighs are looking very good.
Oh, look, it's
Sam. She's not attractive. I don't find her attractive.
Did you see her in the hijab? Did you see her in the hijab at the premiere with the white outfit?
No, that would have pissed me off. No. She looks like a goldfish,
she looked
dude.
Gorgeous. No, she looks like a goldfish here.
You know what she looks like?
Because half her face was hidden?
She looks like a sloth, or no, Sid from...
she looks like Sid the Sloth.
Sid the Sloth from Ice Age. Her eyes are like fucking so... She looks like a snail, dude. Her eyes are like...
There you go. Oh, I'm sorry. No, this does it for me. For me, this does it. This is
like this is some weird race play thing for you.
No, it's totally Florence Pugh, because JC said Florence Pugh also.
Listen, fellas, if you ever come to the Tora Bora Goon Cave in Harem, it will be filled with women of every shade and every color who look just like that and thinks you are the most handsome man in the world.
Dude, I don't know what's up with her, but there's some interesting women in Hollywood right now that are being upheld as like
it's pretty and they're not. It's crazy.
Well, it's like also it's like no one ever wants to like even with Sydney Sweeney. Listen, you guys, I'm not gonna help the Sam is gay allegations with this one.
She doesn't have an attractive face.
He's right. Sam is right. She's mid in the face.
I don't think I've ever looked at her face. So.
Right, exactly. I've never looked at her face.
She got the bazongas. Right there is why Sam's gay, because he's looking at her face. That's my point.
I've never seen her face. I see the bazongas and I see nothing else. That's it.
That's why you're straighter than
I'm the gayest one here, I guess. That's what's happening.
No, it's so true. I'm like this close to marrying a woman. My cousin in Afghanistan.
Just depends on what age you are, right? Like you might be.
Have you ever been to Afghanistan?
Yeah, I went in 2022 after the Taliban took over.
Awesome.
That was my first time ever going. I was born and raised here, but I went for the first time after the Taliban. It was fucking sick. It was awesome. I mean, literally, like, so I'm from Jersey, right? So like we don't have like mountains and shit here, right? So it's like when we were flying into Kabul, it's like there's mountains everywhere, and it's just like I don't know. I've always had friends who like, oh, in the summer they go to DR to go visit their family, or they're Italian, they go to whatever, they go visit their family in their country. And for me, that was like never a thing because obviously like our country was occupying Afghanistan. But it's like being able to fly into Afghanistan and be like, oh, these are everything here was built with you in mind, right? Like these mountains are yours. Not even forget the mountains, like, but it's like because I'm like like a Pashtun of good breeding, it's like there are certain like neighborhoods and like hills that are like, oh, all of your ancestors are buried here. And I was like, oh fuck, I literally now understand what like foundational Americans, like Mayflower Americans, like I understand how they feel when it's like, oh no, this country was made for me in mind, not for like every 5'3" Guatemalan who could get over the border. And it's like, you know, it's like now I'm like, no, it was the craziest fucking thing. Also, fun story that you guys probably don't know. The last day, right? We got something that like you don't realize like a Western amenity is like Western toilets, because like over there, like the majority is like the Asian kind. You know, where it's like, no, they're like modern toilets. They're like porcelain or whatever, but they're like on the floor. And it's like, I literally imagine being a 29-year-old man and asking your 28-year-old cousin, like, which way do you face? You know, like, how do I use the toilet? And like, or be like, oh, fuck, like, I'm squatting. Let me stand up real quick. And it's like, oh, fuck, I'm getting fucking lightheaded. Like, oh my God, please God, not like
I got
this.
up too fast.
Not like this. Not like this. I cannot be found like this, you know? It was crazy, but like
Japan had them too.
Yeah, no, it's like it's weird. Listen, it's very Asian. I'm
it's
American, baby.
Apparently, the way your colon and everything goes together, the squatting is the premier position.
But that's what squatty potty's for, right?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, get a squatty potty.
We're
Americans. We're capitalists.
I don't even know what that is.
It's like a little step stool for your feet that you put on in front of your toilet, so it does that exact motion, but you're still sitting down like a fucking civilized Western person, not like
exactly. It sounds exactly
animal.
So eventually we got we were like, no, we want a bed and we want a toilet. So we went to like this. It's the only 5-star hotel in Afghanistan, and we like swam with the Taliban. It was like awesome. It was like, and we met like Taliban guys, like. They were like, they were younger than me. And I was like, they're like, oh, like, what's life like in America? I didn't tell them about all like the tranny stuff. I was just like, no,
you got to make it sound good.
I was like, things are getting very expensive. They're like, do you own your house or rent your house? I was like, brother, I rent. Everything's bad in America. I was like, no, thank you guys. You guys like freed our country. Like you guys held out. Like, thank you. Like, listen, if this is the only message that gets across to your audience, is that as America first, not leftist people, the America first, not leftist position is like normalizing relations with the Taliban, letting the war in Afghanistan go, letting them be a normal country, not caring what they do. Why do you care about girls and women in Afghanistan? Yes. In America, they're making your sons into girls. They're making your daughters chop their tits off.
Because the same government you're talking about is also doing that.
Exactly.
It's part of the agenda, some would say, but that's just me.
No, you're 100% tech, defense, pharma, finance. If you're like reacting to that, that's the coalition you're reacting to. Tech, defense, pharma, finance. COVID, the border, the jab. All of that shit is all manifestation. The censorship regime, the trannies, all of it are manifestations of that coalition. Tech, defense, pharma, finance. Once you see that, it's like, oh, that's what the left is. And like that, those like industries are supported by like the fucking shit libs, the fucking cosmopolitan in the city. I work for. This is my day at working for Netflix, and then she does no work. She just goes for breakfast to the gym to whatever, and that
I have 3 degrees in college history.
You're just describing Sam, by the way.
And those people are the same people who have the luxury beliefs about like polyamory and this and open borders that allow the migrants into that allow the defunding the police, exactly, that allow the migrants to come in and terrorize normal people. So that way you are so scared that you funnel more money to like the NGO complex that they work for with their fake and gay email jobs. It's all one thing. And it's like, oh, I'm so fucking glad that we fucking got that out. 48 minutes in, let's go. Basil brand, let's go. We're building a tank selling media brand. Let's go.
Yeah. And our audience is mostly libertarians, by the way, so they're mostly on board with you already on that.
I would say right-leaning, if anything, libertarian.
Right-leaning libertarian.
Right, I'll say this so that way everyone who liked what I just said can hear this too. That's very important for them to hear. Libertarians are the left's most useful idiots.
Yeah, we mainly agree with you.
Okay. And this is why I say it. libertarians will disagree with the left insofar that they're trading their like utopia. They're like, oh, in my utopia, you have no non-aggression principle and you have this and you have that. But in the real world, when we're talking about actual things that are actually in political contention, right? And you get any type of win on the left, it will always be the libertarians being like, did you know that Bukele is not really respecting human rights in El Salvador? It's like, yes, because I want the fucking criminals locked up.
Right. Shut up. No, you're right. If I went from libertarian just to pretty much ANCAP, but you know, it's like but for normal people out there, if they're like, well, what are you? I just go, I'm libertarian because I don't. I
straight up tell people I'm an anarchist.
I just say
I'm like black flag anarchist.
I'm like, whatever that thing is, that thing that makes you want to flood the country with migrants and get the jab and worship the black trans pussy seller, I'm anti that. I don't have a positive project, right? Listen, all you my friends, my white man friends who I'm working for you guys are under attack. I understand that when you guys are done, it's over. So I'm like, no, for as long as you guys are under attack, don't even worry about adopting a positive mission. You got to get the fucking boot off your motherfucking neck. You got to be like, get the people who want to jab us and flood the country, anti-left. Because the thing is, like, some people will be like, oh, well, you know what I am? I'm a Western chauvinist, like the type of Gavin McGinnis type, right? They'll be like, I'm a Western chauvinist. That's fine and dandy. That'll get you to the right place in a lot of respects where it's like, oh no, I don't want my country to be flooded by migrants. I don't want to be replaced. But if you're Gavin McGinnis or what's the other one? The guy who's like, hail Trump, hail our people. Oh, fuck what's his name?
It's not Richard Spencer.
Richard Spencer. That's the one. See, that's the thing. If you're those type of people, what you'll end up doing is you'll say, no, we have to support Ukraine against the Asiatic hordes because of Western chauvinism. No, buddy. NATO is not our friend.
Right.
That's the defense industry. Tech, defense, pharma, finance. So as long as you remain anti-left and adopt whatever positive project you want for yourself. But before you adopt a positive project, remember who your enemy is. And if anyone's telling you, oh, your enemy is a satanic cabal and pedophiles and this, baby, I live in a working class neighborhood. I could throw a stone and I promise you I could hit 3 registered sex offenders. Okay. What makes you think that at the highest levels of power where there's unlimited resources and no accountability that like they're not also getting to the most depraved shit? The point is not that they're fucking perverts. The point is it's tech, defense, pharma, finance, the PMCs, the cosmopolitan liberals, and the lumpen shock troops. Sorry, I had to get the rant out. Sorry.
No, dude, you're right. I always say it's not like people, like especially people on the right, will be like, "Oh, these Democrats are fucking kids." I'm like, no, dude, all these elites are fucking kids. They don't care at that level. Like once they hit that level, it's all friends. They're all friends. They play the card in public.
They all went to school
They're
together.
all banging children together, and we're fighting over like which side bangs more kids. It's so fucking stupid.
It's like if you think there's a difference between Mitch McConnell and Nancy Pelosi, you've lost the plot. If you think there's a difference between AOC and Dan Crenshaw, you've lost the plot.
Right.
Those are what I call GOP leftists. If you're pushing the same agenda as tech, defense, pharma, finance from the other party, who gives a fuck if you're the letter next to your name is R? Dan Crenshaw, Mitch McConnell, all these. You're fucking leftists. You're GOP. Caitlyn Jenner. You're GOP leftists.
I love the right that's like going voting for Caitlyn Jenner. It's like
so
we got
funny.
some fucking problems.
Well, the 2 things that really pushed me away from libertarianism was the COVID shit, because you had so many libertarians defending like the lockdowns and like defending the jab shit. So that was one. And 2 is like the straight kid stuff. I don't mean like the fucking them. I mean the turning them gay and trans and shit, where it's like, because their defense is like, well, that's not our children, and technically they're not her. It's like, oh, all right, fuck. They're like, well, take the nap and fucking kill yourself.
Listen,
nap.
Let me know when you're ready for me to jump in on this shit.
Here.
Let me know when you're ready, because that's the thing. The thing is, it's like, first of all, it goes back to the Michael Jackson thing. First of all, because it's like, it wasn't my niece or nephew. I wish you would fucking try it. Because that's the thing.
Yeah.
You need to defend your own family. You need to defend the people in your life. These people want to offset protection to the state under the guise of libertarianism. And the thing is, as well, is that the left is very, very happy to give up childhood. Listen, this is a thing in. Listen, I'm going to sound like Sam. This is a thing in Marxist theory, right? It's called a Thermidorian revolution. They go super, super far, right, in all the chaos, and then what happens is a strongman comes in and curtails the excesses. So Lenin overturned the Tsar and all this shit and all this crazy shit, legalized homosexuality. Then Stalin comes in and is like, okay, no, we're actually going to make homosexuality illegal again. We're going to curtail the excesses, but keep all of the premises, right? And it's the same thing. The left is very, very happy to be like, okay, fine, no gender transition surgeries until you're 18. So long as in the Civil Rights Act, gender identity and expression is still protected. That's the important part. The Civil Rights Act is the thing that keeps you and all of us censored online through online terms of service and in the workplace through HR departments that have to incorporate the Civil Rights Act, right? So it's like, they'll be like, okay, fine, you can't get gender reassignment surgery until you're 18. Doesn't matter. They already won because they got the censorship part of it locked and loaded. Yeah. And that's what libertarians don't understand.
And Basil, to what you just said too, is like talk about how the left is easy to sacrifice their kids. Look at Hollywood liberals; they make their kids trans as like a
Charlize Theron. Yeah, Charlize Theron is the best. I love Charlize. Listen,
Megan Fox.
I am such a
a lot of them.
I'm such a fascist that I go 360 degrees on this shit, right? Because Charlize Theron adopted two little I was gonna use a slur. Charlize Theron adopted two little black kids from Africa, right? Just to bring them here and trans them. Obviously, she adopted two little black kids as a preemptive defensive measure against being called congenitally racist because she's South African and a gorgeous South African.
Oh, right. I forgot she's
South African. So it's like she got the two black kids to like be like, oh, I'm not racist, and then made them trans on top of it. But it's so funny because if you think of it as like a different lens, it's like actually like the most racist, most South African thing you can do. It's like to take these two little black boys and make them into like trans. You're like, this one is for South Africa.
Well, you could see the trail of these like Hollywood like first it's like adopting kids was the trend. Then it's adopting black kids. Then it was Asian kids or Asian kids, then black kids. Yeah. Then it was, oh, now my kid's gay. Then what's the next logical fucking line in that? Well, now my kid's trans. It's just the next trend. They're literally using their kids as pawns and trophies. It's fucking disgusting.
And no, that's a great point. Gay is just the previous predecessor to trans. There's no such thing as a gender identity, right? We all may know cross-dressers. Hey, listen, I don't judge you guys. I'm a fucking pervert. You may have gotten off to cross-dressers, you know? Hey, listen, the T-girl, listen, I don't judge. Listen, okay? But the thing is, the difference between cross-dressers and ladyboys and perverts that have always existed and real men have fucked the thighs of countless ladyboys in Southeast Asia for as long as time has existed. The difference between that and what we're living through now is the left trying to conflate cross-dressers, perverts, mentally ill people into this legal category called transgender and include them in the Civil Rights Act. And that's something that libertarians just aren't able to wrap their head around. It's like, listen, you can want to have the NAP and all this, that, the other thing, but we live in 2024 in the here and now. And in the here and now, the Constitution is a dead document. We don't live under the Constitution. We live under the Civil Rights Act. And one last thing I'll say about the Civil Rights Act, it's like nowadays people will talk about, oh, who killed JFK? Who killed JFK? Maybe it was the CIA, blah, blah, but they'll never talk about why they killed JFK. And the low IQ answer is like, oh, they killed JFK because he said he wanted to scatter the intelligence agencies to the wind. It's like, no, you idiot. The assassination of JFK was to the passage of the Civil Rights Act as 9/11 was to the passage of the Patriot Act. They needed this type of like societal trauma bonding thing in order to lubricate the gears to get that censorship regime in. And like that was like the first censorship regime, like the first version of the Matrix that we all got plugged into. And 9/11 and the Patriot Act was like the reboot. And then COVID and the CARES Act, you always have to look at where the law is, was the most recent reboot.
Dude, Basil, you're right about JFK, but the comedian part of me always finds it funny they killed him because he just wouldn't shut up telling secrets to Marilyn Monroe. Like, that's the funny part to me. We're like, we got to kill this guy. He won't shut the fuck up. He's fucking this drone. He keeps mouthing off.
I love a fucking honeypot. I'm all about sexletics. You better fucking believe Basil has a small army, a small but growing army of e-girls and e-boys who are out here doing the sexlectic, okay? They're out here in the DMs. And you got to learn how to use these tools. These tools are tools for a reason. Matahari in World War I, it's all been sexletics from the... Listen, you get a lot of shit out of a man after he nuts in you. I'm telling you. I'll tell you from experience.
Jesus Christ.
I know state secrets, my people. I know state secrets.
Yo, last thing. Can we expand on what you mean by sexletics again, right? Because it's dialectics, but sex. It's basically sexual patronage, right?
Yeah, exactly. Sexual patronage. Like, the thing is, like, you should realize, like, all right, if you're a sophisticated person, you understand like how politics works. It's like about the industries a certain country has and like the political coalitions that are funded by those industries, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That'll get you a lot. Listen, just understanding that our enemy is the left defined by tech, defense, pharma, finance. Listen, that'll get you a fucking lot. And that is like a strict Marxist, a strict Marxist materialist analysis. Listen, the tools are the tools. Use what's good and leave what's bad, right? But that'll only get you so far. Once you know who's the CEO of Pfizer, who's the CEO of BlackRock, who's the CEO of whatever. Well, okay. That too. That's not what I'm talking about, though. That's not what I'm talking about. But who are these individuals? Who are they
Jews.
fucking? Who are they fucking? No, this is the point. This is the point.
Who are they fucking?
Who are they fucking? Whose DMs are they in? Those people know things. So if you just stick with the strict materialist, you'll chalk up way too much to the invisible hand of the market. Whereas, like, if you are an insider and you know who's fucking who, then you're like, oh no, I know that they had to pass on this deal because the CEO's mistress knew that this thing, that thing, the other thing. Sexletics is so important, and it really helps unlock so many other like things that you may not have understood the connection between once you know who these people are fucking.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Wow. I mean, that's how it's always been, right? You got to know
how it's always
laying their head down at night.
And that's what I was talking about earlier when I'm like, women are witches and connected to the moon. The magic that they do is words and sex, and it's like who they put in the you know, there's a thing where it's like I think it's the Yarvinists say this, where it's like sovereign is he who makes the exception, right? No, sovereign is he who makes the guest list. Okay, who's throwing the party that all the influential people are going to be at, and all the whores are going to be at, and sucking and fucking, and whose secrets are going to be exchanged? Because the next morning, without a word being said, certain people are going to be in certain group chats. Certain people are going to be sending certain messages to XYZ, and people don't understand. People try to say that, oh, Twitter is not real life. I'm sorry. Twitter is the microcosm of the media market. Everything that we see on TV comes from Los Angeles, New York, and DC, right? Twitter is the micro. Every single reporter, every single politician, every single media actor is on twitter.com. And if you know the micro media market, you understand the macro media market, where it's like, okay, yeah, Pfizer never officially claimed that, oh, the jab would not do the XYZ. However, so they kept their hands clean. However, the media actors like Rachel Maddow and these types of people were able to play in the gray zone. Exactly. And the same thing happens all the way down to Twitter, where you have like certain take sellers that we all know who are able to hold a position of XYZ, but the people downstream from them get to play in the nuance and make impressions. And like, it's all the same thing. It's media. We're in showbiz, baby.
It's all showbiz. No, I mean, it fucking makes sense.
That's
how it works.
I'm so glad that I was able to Basil pill you guys today. This is great.
That was awesome.
Did no one else hear Kyle say blowbiz?
Yeah.
No. Actually
didn't. I thought it was pretty good. All right.
I didn't hear it though.
That's how you do it. It's showbiz, but you get by through doing blowbiz.
Yes.
There you go. Look at that.
All right. So plugs. Fucking check out my podcast interview with Basil, Illegitimate Scholar with Basil. Find it there. But also he's on Patreon and Neobactrian on Twitter. Whatever else, man.
Yeah, Barebactrian on Patreon. Check it out. Like I said, if any of you guys know Handsome White Man, listen, it's $5 a month. It's not a lot to ask, but I do offer an alternative payment plan where you can send me a video of you shooting ropes with the sound up, and I'll give you the RSS feed because I'm White Man's Strongest Soldier. So. Listen, it's a good value. It's a good value. You're sending them anyway. Yeah,
listen, just forward it to Basil instead.
And you'll get the RSS feed. It's a good podcast. I'm telling you.
It's a good podcast.
Adam, what do you got?
This Friday, March 8th, I'll be in Philly. Philly Myers Brewing Company, 2 shows, 7:30, 9:30. I think the 9:30 is going to sell out pretty quick, so get the 7:30 tickets or the 9:30 tickets if you want the late show. And then March 28th, Phoenixville, Pennsylvania. April 12th and 13th, Corpus Christi, Texas. April 21st, Minnesota. Well, the week after that is wherever that date is, Duluth, Minnesota. Maybe Alaska. On the fence, not sure yet. So,
whoa,
yeah, that's a trip.
I know it's kind of like a hard to pass thing, but I have other scheduling issues. That's the problem. So I have to try to clear those.
The Alaskan Libertarian Party?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. All right.
I know, but I have
Adam's going ice fishing. Okay.
A scheduling problem. That sounds gay for something. That sounds like a metaphor for something gay.
He's going Inuit hunting.
Inuit hunting.
Any Inuit police buddies out there who are looking for a good time in Alaska, hit up Adam to come out.
I'm sure. What are they called? Walruses instead of bears. Come see that great comedy and others from me on the road in Alaska. I'm up there, and go check out the Cult of Us podcast, available everywhere. YouTube.com/Cult of Us. Yay, that's it.
Nice. You can find me Matovcik on Twitter. I run a couple podcasts, obviously here every Monday at 8 p.m. in Liberty and Health, 2 days a week. Tomorrow I got Jay Dyer coming on. We had to reschedule from last week. Wednesday, Dawn the Pleb, and then Thursday nights you can catch me on Cognitive Vigilance. I don't know if we have a guest for that, but we'll find out either way. And then, I think that's all I got going on. Oh, check out my band as well, Common Crown, commoncrown.com. New music and tons of cool stuff going on this year. But yeah, that's all, everything I got going on.
And Typo and I are biting the bullet. Go check out our fucking podcast. We had a pretty fun one talking about individualism this week. And when it goes too far, instead of being a collectivist fuck like Typo wants to be. So yeah, that's biting the bullet. Come check us out. And that's it for us.
Kyle, we should do a pod about being strong, working out, and make fun of Sam for an hour.
We could totally do it.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me on, guys. I really appreciate it. Anytime I get a chance,
it was really fun.
Thank
Basil,
you so
you're the
much.
man, dude.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You were fucking great. Truly
great. You're
great.
gonna end up on everybody's show in the next 6 months.
Yeah, you're coming on Cult of Us soon. Don't worry.
Happily.
You're coming on Cult of Us to talk shit. That was fucking.
I am. I'm officially Basil pilled. So yeah, you can expect
go.
You booked on 3 other podcasts.
Yeah. You basically just infiltrated the Libertarian podcast circle. Like.
Listen, we gotta plant these basil seeds anywhere we can. It's the springtime. We gotta.
It's gonna be the tomato basil garden here soon.
Oh God.
That was the gayest thing said all night.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't say it. Let's go. I'm not gay no more. I am delivered.
Delivered with a T.
That's the shit show. We fucking had